Before starting this video, I would like to give a big thanks and special shout out to Bozard Ford, located in St. Augustine, Florida, for allowing me to come out and film the 2020 Expedition. 2020 Ford Expedition. As you can see, this Expedition is equipped with remote start, walking up to the Expedition, as you can see, it does have a smart key access system. In order to lock, just go ahead, touch the top of the door handle, the mirrors will fold in. And to unlock, simply just grab the door handle. And this Expedition is finished off in a black leather interior. In order to start the Expedition, just make sure you have the key within proximity to the vehicle. Put your foot in the brake and hit the dash mounted button to go. This Expedition does have a 4-spoke, leather-wrapped steering wheel, as well as a 10-speed automatic transmission. And you do have manual shiftability, as well as when placed in reverse, a backup camera with a 360-degree camera does appear, as well as backup sensors. Now let's go ahead, turn on the hazards, as well as the headlights and the fog lights. And all 4 windows in the Expedition are fully automatic. And now, let's go ahead and check out the exterior. The sound you just heard was the car letting you know that the key has left proximity of the vehicle while the engine is still running. And this Expedition is finished off in an Oxford white exterior. Looking into the rear seats of the Expedition, you can see that there is a lot of space back here, and that is because this Expedition is the Max version, which makes it longer than the typical Expedition. Even with the third row folded all the way up, there is plenty of room back here for anything you could possibly think of. Now let's go ahead and step into the rear seats of the Expedition. Looking inside this Expedition, you can see that it does have some things that a lower trim Expedition model wouldn't have, such as a panoramic sunroof, captions chairs, dual stage heated rear seats, a 110 style household outlet, 2 USB charging ports, as well as radio controls, so you can change the radio stations all from the back seat without having to ask the driver. Now let's go ahead and move on to the rear seats of the Expedition. And as you can see, there's a lot of legroom back here, and since this is the Max model, it does make the rear seats slightly bigger so that you can have more legroom in the back. Now let's go ahead and step out of the back of the Expedition, and we're going to move on to the front seats. Sitting in this Expedition, it is a very nice car. All the materials feel really nice and it rides really well. Totally recommend for any large families looking for a new car. And a cool feature of the Expedition is it does include dual glove boxes. A cool feature of Ford's is if you get a higher end trim model, it does include power running boards. Very cool. And this Expedition does have 20-inch alloy wheels. Now let's go ahead, step back inside the Expedition. We're going to turn off the headlights as well as the fog lights and the hazards. And before we shut her down, let's go ahead and see how she sounds.